Hey guys, it's David here, and welcome to Hot Tuck Tapes, the finale! Yes. Woohoo! With two special guests who you've seen before. Introduce yourselves.
Hi everyone, it's Daniel. Thanks for having me back, David.
Of course.
And it's Foster.
Yeah!
Back again.
We're going to throw down about both the reunion and the finale. It's going to be a double header this time. There's a lot to talk about. Just a little disclaimer, none of us are drag queens per se. Some of us have done drag, but none of us consider ourselves an expert in the world of drag. We're just fans of the show wanting to start a conversation with you, other fans there out on the interwebs. And also, spoiler alert, but
why acting brand new?
Who's after Peppermint?
What is that? Who's after Peppermint? Is that Trinity?
It's, no, it was Shay. Because on Untucked,
but the one who was actually in the lineup after Peppermint was Farrah.
She was shouting at them. She was like, why all acting brand new?
Oh, who's after? Oh, yes. It was absolutely Shay.
The reason this is so funny is this became a thing because he said it and you didn't get it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yes.
And then he said it. And then he said it again in our video, and I got it.
I did not get it at all. Now I get it, though.
This is a full circle moment for everybody involved. So one last thing before we jump in, I have a super exciting announcement. I now have a Patreon page, and you can get some more info about that in the link in the description. This is a wonderful way to support your favorite creators, and it's totally optional, but if you're interested, you can check the link for all the info.
I love Blue Apron. Let me tell you about it.
You know, I want to talk about Squarespace.
They have so many amazing recipes, and they just bring it all right to your house.
I think what would be a great date is just you invited someone over to your house and just cooked a Blue Apron meal. Again, I've never had a Blue Apron meal.
And while they luxuriate on your Casper mattress with the bowl and branch cheese.
I need a Casper mattress.
I don't.
They come in a box.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. One of my friends got one because he's a reviewer for like Nylon or something. He's out with Outmag now, and he said he was not that impressed. So.
Okay, great.
First things first, how do you guys feel about the winner of the season? I just want to cut to the chase.
I'm very excited. I was very happy with this crowning. Surprised, emotionally moved, sensational, showstopping.
Never the same. Another club.
Thank you. I can't.
Is that Lady Gaga?
Yeah, but it's like two different references mixed together. Yeah. I mean, I'm satisfied with the winner. This definitely wasn't like my top choice of the four, but I definitely thought that it was a well-deserved win, and I'm happy about it. How about you?
Like Foster, I was emotionally moved by the crowning. It felt right. It felt like just a celebration of drag and what's to come, and I was really moved by it. We'll definitely talk in detail about it. It was a great finale to a really great season. I cried 3 times throughout the episode.
Word.
Yeah, really.
I didn't cry at all this time.
I almost cried once.
We'll talk about it.
Let's back it up a second to this reunion episode, which is a format that I prefer to the like live finales, pseudo-scripted kind of reunion thing. They did this for All Stars 2 as well, and I just think it's a format that lets people kind of let it all out and be shady, and it's more candid, which I think we needed this season especially.
Any looks you want to talk about specifically?
Oh yeah. Let's have like a quick rundown of their looks, notable moments.
Alexis Michelle looked really bad.
Yeah. Alexis looked terrible.
She looked bad.
It was this weird, like, strappy, bondagey, corsety thing. But if you like look, it was really problematic in the crotch area, and also like look at the line on her inside of her thigh for her tights. Alexis, no.
That's
It was a mess.
It seemed very mismatched. Another dud of the evening. Not to focus on the negative, we'll say our faves after this one, but Cynthia Lee Fontaine with the monochromatic wig dress.
It was bad.
Benefit of the doubt for Alexis Michelle. Maybe she was trying to make a statement about like, now I am proud of my body, you can come for me, you can read me. That was a whole segment of the reunion where she was like, I can take it now, so maybe she was trying to like...
But she really still couldn't take it, quite clearly. I'll say this for both Cuckoo and Alexis. I think they both spent all their time and money and effort on their first look for the actual crowning and didn't realize that there were not going to be any discussion or any real acknowledgement of them beyond their walk-in, because the old format, they would have had conversation with them the whole time.
True.
So they wasted, I feel like their good look, and so both of them turned up a really crappy look for the actual reunion.
I think a lot of people fell into that trap, actually.
Yeah.
There was a lot of show-stopping looks for the finale, the crowning.
How far in advance do you think they found out about this like lip sync off format for the finale? Because maybe it was like a last minute thing, and they then had to kind of scrap together other looks.
What I have heard is that the Final Four at least knew about this format change, but I really don't know what the rest of the season's queens knew or were thinking.
Shay and Trinity must have known for a long time that they hadn't won.
Yeah,
and couldn't tell anyone.
Correct.
And so did anybody who like read Reddit because it was spoiled.
But
which
also,
I didn't.
Also, that's why I think Shay went in as hard as she did during the reunion.
Wow.
Probably.
Because she was super bitter that she had already.
And Trinity too.
Had it happened by that? So it happened.
They filmed the reunion after the crowning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Trinity and Shay were both the most. Oh my god, when Trinity came for Charlie, not during the Charlie segment, but like after the fact, and was just like, and you didn't make excuses. I was like, you're really dragging that up again. Wow.
Well, I think Trinity did it in a way that's consistent with her, and plus it's appropriate because she's the one who lip synced against Charlie, who did not try.
Yeah, that's
and it's
true.
like if you kill it, you deserve. You know, like that should be remembered as like one of the best lip syncs of all time.
And she killed that lip sync.
If you cut Charlie out of it.
I'm just realizing that her line at the finale for the lip sync saying, I want to fight, was still shade about Charlie, even that long after the fact. She's like, I'm picking her because I actually want to, woof. She's really going for the multiple layer read.
Charlie was changing her excuses, and that was like really noticeable.
She did have several excuses.
For what happened, the broken rib, the diarrhea.
I think she just wanted to go. That's what my initial impression was. It's like, if you're that age and you're on the show, basically, I think that she was on the show just to like get the pay boost and the publicity. And once they start coming at you with gymnastic cheerleading challenges, it's like, I'm ready to peace out. This is for the kids. I'm like over this.
I had her pegged to go to Snatch Game and then go home the episode after. And
her Snatch Game would have been great.
It would have been really great.
So speaking of Charlie and the reunion outfit, the name on the head, but Charlie's obsessed with wearing her name, I guess.
And then she had her name on the necklace for the crowning look.
Right, exactly.
It's like, yeah, we know who you are because you keep wearing blue hair and crappy looks. We know who you are.
Yeah, and I still can't believe she wore a mask for her promo look.
Oh, that too, the little like half mask. But that was actually one of the better looks that Charlie's worn, in my opinion. I don't know.
I really thought Valentina looked stunning.
To be honest, I think she was my pick for best look too, because there were a lot of other looks that I responded to more, but Valentina's was very clean and very polished, and I could find some flaws with some of the other queens' looks, even if I like the idea better. Sasha's look was very strong.
The spiky.
Yeah.
That was really incredible.
Yeah. That was really cool.
I quite liked that.
I thought it was interesting. They had to know they were going to be sitting down for these looks too. Like most of it is the neck up or the shoulders up.
Well, that's the other thing. They didn't really get a chance to walk or show you how the look would properly look, which I think the one who suffered the most from that is Aja, because I actually really liked this look.
Me too.
But it didn't sit well. You know what I mean?
It kind of all like collapsed in on itself. That cute beige pump and that and that dress was gorgeous.
These girls love a beige pump this season. They really do.
I didn't like Shay's look very much. My favorite look from the reunion, now I remember, was Trinity. She looked gorgeous.
Yes.
I felt like it looked like she was dripping gold. She just, I don't know. I think she has so many of these finale-esque, like really show-stopping looks ready from pageants that once it got down to these final few episodes, she just was able to turn it out in a way that was consistently glamorous, and I love her for it.
You're right. I love that dress, but I wish she had done something different with the eye makeup, because she had so many stones on both the upper and lower lash line, and the lashes were a little clumpy, so it kind of like closed her eye. Whereas if she had done something to open the eye more, I think it really would have made the whole look like pop and sing, because I love the hair and I love the dress.
What other looks were in the reunion? We have, James Mansfield was like a blue cloud of
James is very
ruffles.
nothing. It was like her promo look for the season again.
She had one line in the reunion.
Yep.
And she had a good read on Valentina.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like, she had one line. Like, they really do not see anything.
I mean, Cuckoo said almost
and Cuckoo said almost
I would want to get to know Farrah, like, in real life.
She acted kind of ridiculous at the end, But it was like beautiful.
No, not ridiculous. I think that if someone is that fake to you, that you deserve to call them out for it, especially when they're winning a prize about how they're such a good, nice person and a great friend.
We're already there. We cannot wait to talk about the Valentina song. I was in that moment. I was Team Farrah. I will say that for this episode, I was not Team Farrah's wig. This was a look that I forgot to mention when we were talking about looks. But I liked her dress. I just thought the wig was a little bit too I don't know. I wasn't into her wig.
I kind of like it in a weird way.
It was great.
Like not good.
No, okay. On Fashion Photo Review, they were like,
it looks like a Razorback gorilla. That's what they said. Yeah, that's great.
A Razorback gorilla.
It goes up and then it's just all flat in the back.
I mean, I don't disagree. So Farrah, she had several moments during the reunion. She had a little moment where she got to talk about her whining. She redoes her crying moment. So
that was such an amazing moment. Also, I just say this season is the no. Yeah.
Honestly, that's
one of the best moments.
Gift-worthy moments. Like, Lee Dawson, I'm looking at you. This is gonna pay your bills for the next 3 years.
Truly.
Alexis gets her shout out from Kris Jenner.
See, did you say like the bomb or like? Oh no, she said dope, and it was awkward.
Dope. It was awkward.
Your Kris Jenner was dope.
Which is probably the most Kris Jenner thing that she could have brought to it. It was very in character, awkward mom, trying to be cool.
Which is why Alexis did such a good job at it.
Yeah. Puzzling, isn't it?
They are basically the same person, except one is fabulous and one is Alexis Michelle.
No one does Alexis Michelle like Alexis Michelle does Alexis Michelle.
No one wants to do Alexis Michelle.
What was that?
Delusion. Convince yourself. Fragrance by James Munson.
Oh my god.
Delusion.
Let's do all the Valentinas.
Let's just go.
These two are ready to go at each other about Valentina.
It's gonna be great.
So first is when they talk about her elimination again.
Yes, we should talk about that.
She says, I wasn't there, I wasn't present, I wasn't in the moment, and they all have various iterations of talking about the excuses that she made, whether she wrote down the lyrics by hand herself.
According to Charlie.
Well, according to Alexis. Alexis said, I saw her notebook. Charlie wasn't there. I just want to say, in front of all of you, I saw her writing down those notes. I don't believe you, Alexis. Shay was absolutely right. You're trying to get your redemption from Valentina's fans. But Shay is absolutely correct. It is a 7-word chorus.
So what are the 7 words you're counting there? Because
I'm greedy. You know that I'm for love.
For love. Oh yeah, because greedy is repeated.
Greedy is said again.
But the chorus of that song is, boy, you think I'm wrong,
I guess that's like the pre-chorus. So there's verses, and there's the been in this state of mind, been in this state of mind.
That's the bridge.
It's like a bridge
right there.
And then there's a pre-chorus, and then there's a chorus.
Because greedy is the chorus.
It goes bridge into.
You know that I'm greedy for love. You know that I'm greedy for love.
Okay, this is wonderful. Okay, this is fantastic.
Leave your answers in the comments below.
Okay. If I can just say though, in my defense, the fact that all of us are able to regurgitate all of these lyrics this quickly tells you how easy this song is to learn.
But the thing is she talked about on the reunion that she was lost after that. And wouldn't you be if you were I'm gonna fucking win this thing?
Oh, absolutely. No, I would say
owning up to it, and that's so hard.
Well, she owned up to it in a way.
I mean, what else could she have done? It's
I think the problem is too many of her vicious fans online are still making excuses for her elimination also, and saying that she didn't deserve to be eliminated. And just to be quite frank, and Valentina has said so too, she deserved to be eliminated for that.
Absolutely. And RuPaul talked about that. And then they had a moment at the end where it was it was a happy ending to me. Before the Miss Congeniality stuff. RuPaul,
that was a happy ending for me.
I thought that Valentina handled herself with grace the entire time, especially when everyone was just attacking her for fun.
I think she handled herself with grace the entire time she was on camera.
Yeah, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, but not at this
when she snapped at Farrah.
She deserved it.
But the queens called her out for it because I guarantee that's what her behavior is like in real life.
And Sasha said, you obviously weren't trying to make friends.
No.
And Valentina said, no, I was trying to win.
Right.
And Valentina, I really thought was trying to express, I feel like I'm a superstar, and that's why I came on the show. I didn't want to talk with people. Sorry.
Well, the thing is, though, once the show is over and she's already lost, these girls are sisters, and the rest of them are treating her with a level of, rapport that is not being returned by Valentina, because Valentina is a selfish person, it seems, from what is accumulating evidence from these queens. And especially the people she was closest to on the show, like Pheromone, have just been completely dropped out of her life.
David, do you have anything to add about Valentina?
I'm enjoying listening to this, to be honest. I do think that she has become a little bit like less appealing as somebody to root for me.
Right.
I always knew that she was like all about like eye on the prize, and I really admired that focus in the work, but I don't think that it's worth fabricating such a like different personality on camera than what you actually...
I think the problem is that her fan base kind of inflated her ego in a way, and it's made her a lot less relatable. And so you can get into the simulation of being a nice person on TV,
right?
But whether she was or wasn't before, she doesn't seem to be a very nice person after the show because of the response that she got, and that's really unfortunate.
To me, I feel that, and I really believe this, I'm not trying to be a contrarian or like tribal, but I really love her more after the reunion, and I really feel that way. And
I don't.
And the reason is because like I watched one of her periscopes back from like a month or two ago, and like she's so sweet. She just like speaks in Spanish and like sings and talks and like, and I have never heard her like slam another queen on Periscope, and like her fans are crazy. But I feel that's also just I have never received any hate online. I've also never seen it though. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places.
I've seen a lot of it. Look at the Instagram comments on the black queens from this show.
But Valentina,
I'm sorry, that is the heart of this. There's a lot of racism and a lot of transphobia from certain segments of Valentina's fan base. And the queens are absolutely right to call her out for not saying anything, not doing anything to stop that behavior from her fans, which is really irresponsible.
Especially because when the whole like Columbia Snatch Game debacle happened, she went right to the internet to like address
immediately
that.
She tried to diffuse that because that was a large part of her fan base.
But no, I mean, I can see where you're coming from. Like, she's a really unique queen. She was definitely like a front runner when she came on.
She's a great queen, don't get me wrong.
She's like legendary. Like it's something. She's on. I really feel she's on a level different than like everyone else on the stage.
She is on a very elevated level from a lot of these other queens. Not everyone.
She has a lot of money. That's very clear.
Yeah,
I guess
she has to have been rich before this.
Has to have. Valentina, that we have not mentioned yet. Means a lot to me as a Mexican American,
and that's important.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And like she, like, I'm okay. Before Valentina on RuPaul's Drag Race, there have been Latina queens, and they're either like the Puerto Ricans, and they're always a joke. They're never expected to win.
That's not necessarily. That's not true.
Give me an example of one who was a real competitor.
Well, April Carry On, but then they fucked her over.
She wasn't gonna win though.
She honestly should have been.
But the thing is like she really is like a trailblazer for this show, and like she is. I remember. Like,
I guess I'm just saying, I don't want to invalidate any of that. Because,
what about Bianca Del Rio?
Oh, good point.
That is a good point.
Good point. Valentina's drag is so Mexican. Like it's so.
I think
Mexican.
it's great that she can be a Chicano icon in that way.
An icon, a legend.
But wouldn't you also want that person to actually be, a good role model and responsible? And if you're looking to her in that way, wouldn't you want to encourage her to also like maybe not be so bitchy?
Yes, I think so, but like she did try to like reach out with that Instagram thing with the roses, and like she did try to be like show my.
Yeah, but the roses have turned into more toxic bullshit.
But like that was she like meant well. Like she's tried, and like it's her first year of like international superstardom, which is shocking.
I guess it's fair. She can't be expected to have total control over her fan base. But it's still a problem.
Yes.
And until it's not a problem, she should be speaking out more clearly. And just saying, send them roses and love is not quite enough. You should actually say, don't be racist.
Yeah.
When this has happened in the past, and people, like, for instance, gave Jasmine Masters death threats and all of this stuff, queens have spoken out and said this is
shitty people online. There's always been shitty people online
and
since
honestly,
the beginning of time.
The bigger the Drag Race gets, it is accumulating really toxic elements.
And fuck those people. Like, fuck them. Like, they don't get to be part of, like, the happy family. And
so just tell Valentina to say that then.
Yeah.
They did, and then she took it. Like, at the reunion, she took it. Like a champ. She didn't freak out. She told Pheromone to shut up because Pheromone needed to shut up. And, but it was beautiful.
Pheromone did not need to shut up. Pheromone, no. I absolutely side with Pheromone.
Okay, so the Aja moment, which goes into the Farrah stuff. So they crown her Miss Congeniality, and then we have Aja who calls her out. So what do we we think about Aja calling out Valentina?
I loved all her faces, all of her reaction, this whole reunion. I kind of think the producers told her to start this drama, but I don't even care. I'm glad she did it. It needed to be said. It revealed quite a bit about the character of, frankly, a lot of these queens.
Just seeing their faces when she was winning Congeniality already, there was something brewing, but the moment with Aja did seem like it could have been staged, just because, like, would she really...
The thing that's really missing from the discussion about why queens and other people are mad about Valentina winning Miss Congeniality is that it's, it's the meaning of being congenial, but also it's been historically a consolation prize for a queen who doesn't make it far, who doesn't really, get her proper due from the time of the show. And Valentina has the hugest fan base, the most vicious fan base. She doesn't need that help or assistance, So I think either Pheromone or Peppermint really should have won Miss Congeniality.
I mean, again, they had an open poll, and people got to pick who they wanted to win, and the fans picked Valentina.
Which is why she won fan favorite, and I'm so glad they all shaded her.
She has a lot of fans that really love her.
Work fan favorite.
Yeah, that was kind of humiliating, and she can take it. I'm not trying to pity Valentina, because she looks stunning. So she's probably bitch, I don't fucking care. I have my fucking trophy, and I look amazing, and fuck all you.
The best way to be nice is just to drop all your friends and never talk to them again.
I mean, I think Pheromone exaggerated that a lot.
I don't.
I'm choosing to.
Pheromone is 22 or 23. She and Aja are the same age.
They're both younger than Valentina.
Exactly.
Who was painted to be the youngest.
And in many ways, much more mature, because Valentina is kind of a sociopath.
No, that's extreme.
Have they always voted for Miss Congeniality since the show started? Has it always been a thing?
There's been a fan vote for quite a while. I don't know if it's been every season.
Or if it's linked to the Miss Congeniality.
They never have said before that the winner is just the winner of the raw vote either.
Okay. So they said that was factored in.
I think that's assumed that.
Okay.
I mean, especially here, I think you can presume that the winner is just the winner by raw vote.
So maybe the producers chose Valentina also because they knew it would stir up this drama.
I kind of don't think so, because I think if Ru had actually just made this choice, she wouldn't have given it to Valentina, because she's still pissed about the bullshit that she pulled in that lip sync.
I mean, I think that she's more happy that she got the great television moment.
Right. I was gonna say, isn't she playing the long game? She
I
knows
think she's playing
everyone's gonna come for Valentina.
Everyone's gonna come for it. It's great drama.
I thought it was good TV.
Oh, it's amazing.
Good.
I loved it.
I loved it. I love RuPaul.
I loved it. I'm sorry. People are gonna give me so much shit for being a Valentina hater. It's just, she gave me such a bad taste in my mouth, so it was kind of nice to have it balance out a little bit.
It's fun to fight about stuff.
Yeah, it's all good. We all have our different opinions.
Besides, she'll be on All Stars 3, 4, 5, whatever.
I think maybe 4. Can we talk about that really quick?
You'll have so many more chances to enjoy a girl. So I mean, and she's a great queen. So
also, she wouldn't have won.
What?
Right, Foster?
Oh,
she would not have won this season, even if. I don't think so. What's with what Sasha pulled at that finale?
Well, I don't think they would have had
the
a four-way lip sync if Valentina hadn't had Maskgate and been eliminated the way she was.
Do you think I don't know. I think Valentina would have been top 3 certainly, but maybe she wouldn't have beat Sasha.
Valentina's fan base would have propelled her to a win. She probably would have won this season. But that's presuming she never would have landed in the bottom 2 and never would have had to lip sync.
Yeah.
Which clearly she did.
Work out.
So before we move on to the finale episode, I want to take a moment to talk to you about the 411 Apartments couch
not
we are sitting on right now. This is the lovely couch that was purchased on apartment moving sale, as featured on bookrenters.com's The Rented Life circa 2013. So just take a moment to enjoy this pleather goodness over here.
It's perfect. It's beautiful. It looks like Linda Evangelista. It's a model.
Valentina doesn't even really look like Linda Evangelista.
Not at all.
All right, so on to the finale episode. Are y'all good?
I'm great.
Okay. We're all friends. The first thing I want to talk about is this promo for Ru's album, which is the set of the stage. Everyone is entering and exiting out of RuPaul's mouth.
Yeah, it didn't make no.
I like the mouth. I didn't like the name of the album on top.
Yeah, it was definitely
I
didn't catch it. What is actually the name of this album?
American.
If anything, it was nice to see during this political climate, just a giant stage that says American and then drag queens are entering.
True.
That forgives the blatant self-promotion a little bit.
Plus, she came out to the Big Big Beat by Azealia Banks, who I'm sure is excited to get some promo.
I love that song.
Call Me Mother.
Oh wait, I was about to.
AKA the Big Big Beat
my
by
god,
Azealia Banks.
It is kind of the same.
It's the same song.
But before Rue entered, we've got, all the queens entering their finale looks, and we're just gonna comment on the fly as we're seeing them come out. Okay, so James Mansfield.
So it's a white party version 2. She clearly has a chip on her shoulder.
The puppet, what's with that?
She's a puppet queen. That's her thing. She makes puppets.
It's in theme. I didn't think that James Mansfield look was that bad. I actually thought that, she could have done much worse.
Right.
It was way better than the reunion look.
I would have loved to see a new look from her, though, because her reunion look was her promo look part 2, and her crowning look was her elimination challenge.
Also, the taglines that are a whole nother subject for these little entrances, but James Mansfield, what was it?
I thought this was the best one. The Girl Just Can't Help It, right?
Right.
Which is a Jane Mansfield movie.
So, witty.
I had to tell them this earlier.
Yeah,
nice. I did not know
this reference, so deep cuts. Then there's, once you go Kimura Black, or you'll never go back once you go Kimura Black, which I thought was...
This look is so fucking
It is.
The look is amazing. The entrance line is tacky. But yeah, Kimura looked stunning.
Yeah.
Charlie,
I said this before about Charlie, but this literally looks like a garbage bag with some weird red decolletage, and I'm tired of this blue hair, and stop telling me your fucking name on every article of clothing you wear. Stop it.
I thought Charlie's was the most disappointing of all the finale looks.
The funny thing is, during the competition, Charlie was actually showing out looks. And what the fuck happened?
I've seen other Charlie gowns that are gorgeous, and she and her partner both make these amazing looks. So maybe I feel like at this point it was just a big FU to the show. Just honest, I'm gonna come out and what the. So then we found her, Eureka, which I didn't understand.
Eureka is.
This has been her tagline so long, Eureka, I found it, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was confused by that.
I don't know why her clutch had a hashtag on it.
I don't either.
I liked her reasoning for her outfit on the red carpet. She said, I'm the elephant in the room.
She's always called herself the elephant queen, too.
It was cool.
But,
yeah, I liked that. It was all headdress. I didn't actually like the dress that much. I thought you could see too much of the understructure through the fabric, but the headdress kind of made up for it because I thought that elephant headdress was...
I didn't like any of this.
I don't really want to see her on television anymore.
You guys are so hard on Eureka. I
just don't care.
I'm
fine for her to come back, but she's going to be just as annoying as Cuckoo was when she came back.
And it's all going to be about her being back, and it's all from that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eureka could be, especially now that she has this huge leg up, she could be a pretty fierce competitor coming back.
She better be, or else she has had more time to prepare, more money. She's getting way more money for these gigs. So she's had, more than a full year to prepare for this. That's more than any other queen has ever had for this. If she doesn't come and, burn the fucking house down and wear, expensive-ass, ridiculous, crazy bullshit, then that's on you, Eureka.
Fair enough. She should also be, a little less thirsty for screen time, because, the beginning of the season,
my God.
she was, trying to get... That's why Charlie was can you shut up a second?
Probably the one and only thing Charlie did that I really love.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Cynthia, we have Michelle saying, allow me some ways, in a wonderful Michelle accent.
I think she looks beautiful.
I like this look a lot. I think the contacts are...
I think she looks beautiful, and I like it, but she doesn't look like herself at all.
No.
And I think that's maybe part of why I like it. No offense. No, I mean, just honestly, when she does her own stuff, usually it's not to my taste, but this looks like a totally different person. The guy who does this wig, he did a wig like this for Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
I follow his Instagram. I can't remember. Sorry. Do you want me to we could properly credit this?
And this was this Cuckoo's wig you're talking about?
Yeah, this is the uncooked ramen.
I really like that wig. It's really cool.
Zach Killian is his name. He's in LA.
I did like this look a lot, but you're right that she's hiding behind the contact lenses
and
the hair.
The lip shade even seems not really like her. No. You know what I mean?
I wonder if she got somebody else to paint her for this, actually, because it doesn't even really look like, especially the lips, not
like her makeup.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like anything she's ever done before.
That said, the dress is pretty on brand, and I really like the dress. I think that it has nice. You don't like it?
It's the best thing she's ever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree.
I wish she had boobies.
That's fair. I feel that way about a lot of things.
Yeah, she does a lot of flat shape, but I don't mind flat chests so much. Aja! Yes, I love Aja.
She looks great.
I actually love this look.
It's kind of a throwback to her promo look a little bit.
Kind kind of, in a way. This is like the fun and like flirty and cute and sassy side of Asha that I wish she would have shown more on the show, because some of her looks were like really trying.
And dark, yeah.
Yeah.
I also like to, especially on the finale when everyone is going for this like big stuff, to like have that over the shoulder moment where she's like, it's a pretty simple but great dress. The like top piece gives it a little bit extra oomph, but at the end of the day, it's more casual than these other huge finale gowns, so it's nice to break that up. And then we've got
Oh my god, Pheromone might have had my favorite look.
She looks beautiful.
Just of these entrants for everybody.
This was a polarizing one because I think it's kind of costumey. Like, I mean, I guess it represents like she's a Vegas girl.
I just think it's so well executed, and the other thing too is that she's really in danger of a look like this swelling her up because she's so short. But I don't think that happened here at all. I thought it was great. I thought it was beautiful.
I do really like the bottom. I guess the bit with the front piece, I wish that there had been some more detailing in the back, because it just looks like this kind of thing that's hanging from like a small strap in the back. It just looks costumey a little bit. So I would have liked a little bit more structure.
I liked it.
So then we've got Valentina.
I didn't love this.
I think that
it's very safe.
It seems kind of like same. Maybe she fell kind of in the same trap where she had a really great reunion.
This wasn't like one of the best Valentina looks I've seen. I did prefer her reunion look to this, but I like that she, her signature glove now, which is like this like
stone those gloves.
But she added little flower petals on it because I don't know if you noticed, but a couple queens ago, who else was? Oh, Aja was wearing the Valentina gloves.
She wore those last night when I saw her too. She wears them a lot.
But she added the petals to make them different because she saw that other queens were starting to wear them. I don't know if they got it from her, but I don't know.
Let's talk about Nina Bonina Fantina Dick Cheney Brown.
I liked this look a lot.
Why?
I thought that I've heard people complain about the length.
No, I agree with you completely. I think she should do more like traditional beauty or glamour looks.
What? I mean,
I thought that it was like, it reminded me of Fantasia, the little like nutcracker flower. Like, do you know those things?
Can you go back to her face? Because it reminded me of someone, and I'm trying to place it.
Kelly Rowland. She looks like Kelly Rowland. I'm telling you right now, she looks like Kelly Rowland.
She is a master painter of her face.
Yeah,
she's truly masterful.
She's insanely talented.
This was disappointing to me because this is not her at all. I mean, maybe her fantasy that night was, I'm gonna be a beautiful woman.
I don't think that's necessarily true, though.
Her brand, dude, is like...
Well, her brand...
I mean, she is like this crazy, like... insane, intricate, like creative. I just am kind of disappointed. I really am a huge fan of her.
This feels very real, though. This feels like someone going to like the red carpet for a movie awards.
But it's not that. It's the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race.
I think that this was a little bit of a clapback to people who said that she couldn't do glamour.
Right, that she's just weird.
Is only like the peach or whatever. Yep. And so she wanted to say, you think I'm going to come to the finale and like Miles J's Babadook look? No. I'm going to be glamorous and beautiful, and I like this a lot. I like the detailing in the top.
A little bit what you mean.
I like the way that the top section is beaded, and the dress, it just looks light.
See, I'm a little conflicted because I don't know whether I want it to hit the floor. The shoe is good though, so I'm fine with the length, but you see like the white lining inside of it, so I wish that had been just like darker. But
I guess I just like the way that it swings. I like the way it looks like she's floating.
The movement is really good,
and you cannot see that caging underneath, which is the most important part.
And also, if we can just talk about it, like Nina does not have the money that a lot of these other girls have to be putting this kind of look together. So I'm really not going to clock her for it on that basis.
We had Alexis Michelle. Alexis the Sea Witch. I love this look. I thought this was the Alexis I was expecting from her Meet the Queens. What? This was the kind of fashion I was expecting because she came in that yellow, spiky Meet the Queens look, and I was like, okay, she's going to have something with structure. She's going to give me that shoulder. And I think that...
Both of those looks are tired, and sure, they're contiguous, but I don't like either of them. Neither of them speak to me.
I don't like this at all.
I really don't like this.
Okay, well, I don't like the wig.
Is this like your, like, where you see DeVita going? Is this like what you want to do these kinds of looks?
I never think of gowns when I think of
You have to live your fantasy.
I don't know. I wish the shoulders were more shouldery.
Yeah, you love
I love shoulder pieces. I think they are so powerful.
I love bare shoulders. Like,
bare shoulder. Like next we have Peppermint, who is this was my favorite look of Peppermint's for the night.
In the season for me.
Well, obviously it was her favorite look tonight. I didn't love the green stripe in the wig. I get what she was doing with it, but I think that she didn't need it.
It was like minty. It was like a mint.
But I get it in the dress. I think the dress does it enough.
Yes.
And that she didn't need that in the hair.
I didn't love the second, like, what is that called? There were two of these.
Yeah, like the weird, like, back ruffle thing. The one, like, above her butt.
Let's call it a butt shell.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
A butt shell.
Yeah.
It looked nice from the front, but then when she turned around, it was like...
That's in the back, yeah.
Yeah.
This butt shell needed to be up, like, 4 or 5 inches.
Her breasts are amazing.
So it falls behind the other one in layers, but it needs to, like, start above the small of her back, you know?
Right.
That's the issue.
She should have saved that Club Kid look for the finale. I'm sorry, but
it was perfect for that challenge, though.
I know it was, but
she could have just done like another version of a peppermint dress. Although I think that's actually what she did here, just with like white and green.
Yeah, I just wish, I don't know, that look was so like, it was such a perfect blend of like being a peppermint and then also just being like jaw-dropping amazing, and the scepter and everything. I don't know. I thought that was like a finale. That was like a queen returning to pass off the crown kind of a look.
Just like, I thought that looked cheap.
Really?
Oh, you're so wrong.
I thought that looked cheap. It looked like it was like, you're peppermint.
Girl, no.
It was.
I was about it.
If I can offer a counter opinion to you, David, if she had not worn that for that challenge, she would not be in the final 4 or 3.
That's fair. Next, we've got Sasha Velour in a wonderful doily. She said that her head was an egg, that her look was inspired by
like Fabergé eggs.
Yeah.
Right? That, I got that. It does seem very like Russian, very ornate in a way. I don't love it. I don't love it.
I think it is fucking beautiful, and it is serving me Blue Eyes White Dragon realness.
Yes! Oh my god, somebody needs to do a Blue Eyes White Dragon drag. Oh my god, there's so many drag opportunities in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Really
gorgeous.
Are, actually.
I'm happy for this look. This look is gorgeous, and it looks expensive, and it looks crafted.
It is expensive. I can tell you that right now.
I'm glad she added the middle brow.
I love that.
I was missing it later in the season.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Shea Coulee. I didn't love this.
I did not love this either. I was really disappointed, actually.
It was Holiday Barbie.
I didn't.
It was a Holiday Barbie moment.
I didn't like this look. Sorry, Shay. The brocade, the like print here, it looks a little cheap.
It just felt way too simple. Way too simple. The black is kind of swallows the eye. It kind of like swallows.
There's a real confusion between the skirt and the pants too. Like, do one of those two.
There are pants under there?
Pants?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Did you not even see that?
I really did not see that. I want to see your. Oh, okay. So I really feel like I'm looking at an optical illusion. That is.
You didn't notice that?
I really, Foster, did not. I thought it was a dress.
Yeah, me too.
No, it's like an overskirt and some pants with the same.
I'm sure up close it's really beautiful.
It looks like it's well made. Yes. I just don't think it didn't seem elevated for a finale.
No.
Right. Then, in direct contrast, we have Trinity. This was everything. I love the waves in her shoulders and the waves in her hair. I think it's all thematic and gorgeous. The colors are a risk, like
the colors are a risk,
blue.
and I didn't like the.
I didn't like the colors.
I loved
the same way.
I loved everything else about the look. I just wish that the color choices were different.
Just clashed a little bit.
I thought that it was like so cool that she could say, "This is so well made. I'm gonna have risky colors, and it's still gonna look fabulous." I don't know. I am a Trinity stan, so take it or leave it. I mean, look at how detailed it is, though. Like the way that there's like patterning on the sides and the ruffles on the back. I don't know.
It looks like it was not made as well as I think.
Shay's look was made and finished better than this, but this look is still better than that one.
Yes,
even though the color choices are off.
You know, I actually, now that I'm looking more at that blue, I like it. I like it, but that green is just a little off.
Yeah, I thought this was like Maleficent chic. I don't know.
It does have that kind of vibe. Who is this twink that they keep cutting to in the audience?
Oh, they're all YouTubers at this point.
That's what I'm thinking. Her.
Joey Graceffa.
Oh, fuck her.
In this routine, the moment where Kimora Black like scoots her dress out of the way because the dancer is about to step on it.
Yes.
Did you guys catch that?
I did not catch that the first time. Can you show me?
Can we talk about RuPaul's look?
Oh my god! Right, of course.
It was great. This is the best she's looked all season.
You think so?
For this, yeah, absolutely.
I thought her face looked perfect.
Normal.
Yeah, basically the normal we're ready for.
Yeah.
What happened with Matthew Anderson? I need someone to tell me.
Yeah, what's the real truth? I heard it was that he asked for a raise and didn't get it.
Oh, this choreography was a little grasping. Especially there's a 5-second voguing routine.
The Voguer, they also probably spotted that Nike ad, and they were like...
They spotted that Nike ad.
Mm-hmm. I liked that Nike ad, by the way.
I liked it too. I
thought that was like how you do a Pride ad without being like general pandery painting in broad strokes. They were like, we're going to find a specific element of the community, and we are a sports company, and we're going to acknowledge that it's a sport.
While we're talking about ads, can we also talk about how they had an ad for Elmer's glue, but it was like for children? It was like so close. It was like, come on, this is like so almost.
We need a drag Elmer's
just
commercial.
Like do a drag
you need one. Who is gonna pick up that check? You know what I mean? Who is gonna get that promo for Elmer's glue?
Probably Trixie, because she keeps them in business.
I didn't like Peppermint at first. I thought that she was like just not pulling out looks, like just wasn't polished, because she wasn't. But you know, like whether like what's more important than like whether Peppermint should be there or not, she should be there, is visibility for trans performers and people, especially with trans women of color. And that's matters more.
Yeah, Peppermint had a real journey. I think that's why people had some weird feelings about it at the beginning, because she both wasn't telling a story about being a trans woman, and she wasn't like really excelling in the challenges. And she started to do both of those suddenly towards the end.
Yes.
So
I think it just took her some time to open up and become comfortable.
Exactly.
I loved Laverne's Shantae, you will always stay in my heart.
That was cute.
It's cheesy, but
I love Peppermint's mom.
So cute.
Right? I love Peppermint's mom. Also, Wintergreen came back.
Wonderful. Is that the same outfit that Wintergreen wore the first time?
No, because she wore a gross like brown kimono or something.
Oh,
right.
Peppermint has no fashions.
Where did Wintergreen get her outfit? Who made that for her?
Peppermint seemed surprised, so I guess Pepper didn't put her in drag, so I don't know.
I Wintergreen painted her face.
Yeah, right? Like production.
Yeah,
probably.
Wouldn't you die to be in the room while Raven's doing RuPaul's makeup?
I won't say I die, because I'm going to give it like 2 more years and that'll be up on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
True.
But like a super edited clip that's like 2 minutes long.
Imagine what they talk about. Like while Raven's like that close to RuPaul's face and like just...
Probably like nothing at all. Like
maybe they're just quiet. I don't know.
Rue is probably like, I'm going to meditate for 6 hours now. Bye.
Now bye.
After Peppermint, Rue interviews Sasha, and I thought that Sasha, once again, kind of like the last episode where they had the challenge and she didn't know if she could take on the choreography. She's like, it's a challenge I'm willing to take on. She kind of had a similar like what you're supposed to say statement about the lip sync, which we later realized was actually very founded in reality.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I was like, even if she doesn't want to lip sync, she's saying the right thing. So good for you, Sasha. And then she just proved me wrong.
I've seen her perform many times, so I just like was like, listen.
Have you seen her live?
To demolish this? No, I'm very excited to.
Sasha gets a video message from Katy Perry.
This is stupid.
Barf. Gross.
Fresh off of her Witness live stream.
If I can just say too. No, well, okay, make your acknowledgement.
That flop album.
That live stream was legendary. I'm not a huge Katy Perry fan. I thought the album was a meh at best. I was even considering reviewing it for the channel and then just abandoned that idea. But the live stream was genius. Literally 96 hours or something of live streaming her life, Big Brother style.
I've heard it before. This sounds so creepy. I don't care. But let's get back. Okay, so Katie's actual message to Sasha was like, what did she say? I'm such a big fan. Thank God for you. And it's like, that's it. Like 3 throwaway lines.
I saw that somebody on Twitter said, like, Katy Perry paid for this just to promote her album.
Probably.
Like,
the best part is that Sasha, like, straight up laughed at it.
Because how was it relevant to Sasha?
Why did they pick that? I guess...
I told everyone they should have contacted Judith Butler and had her give a long, rambling preamble to a comment she never actually ended up making.
her papa's viewing parties. That I just thought was like very
super
cute.
adorable. And her Johnny is so cute too. Can I just say? They're an adorable couple. Yes.
Shay is the next person to speak with Rue. We in her little video package have to hear her opening line once more.
I love it.
You like it?
I like it.
I didn't come to play. I came to I think it's so basic.
It's like super like.
I have no opinion.
It's generic brand, value time, drag.
Yeah.
That's what she is, though.
I guess.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Linda.
Yeah.
This moment where Rue like gets real with Shay and asks about like the family situation and the cancer, it would have been pretty rude to like not prepare her for this question, but it did seem to catch her off guard, and I'm not sure whether.
I think she knew. I think she was just able to be vulnerable about it.
It's a big part of her story. I think she knew would come up.
Yeah.
Also, Shay had really no vulnerability all season, so I think they realized they needed to give her some. Also, just since I just brought up Johnny, I thought it was really weird that when they talked to Shay's mom, Shay's boyfriend is sitting like right next to her, and they didn't like acknowledge or say anything to Dan. He's right there.
Oh, Shay's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, that is weird.
Interesting. Maybe he didn't want to be like called out or something.
I mean, he's been on Shot with Soju like all the time, so I don't think he's like camera shy.
Maybe Shay wanted to appear single so that she could be more appealing to fans.
Or have sexual tension with Sasha later. But they can both do that with boyfriends.
True. They used to do that on American Idol all the time. They'd be like, I'm not going to tell you I'm married until the voting is over. All that kind of stuff.
Danny Noriega.
Or like Adam Lambert, I'm not going to tell anybody I'm gay, even though everybody knows. Shay also had Valentina gloves.
They're not Valentina gloves. It's just a lot of queens have these gloves.
I can't wait to get some Valentina
Is it
gloves.
so that they don't have to touch people like strangers' hands when they're collecting
Well,
tips?
no, because they can be stoned, and then you get nails on them, and it like smooths out. So like if you got like hairy forearms at all.
Oh, I see, I see. There was some shady editing in this finale episode. We got some cuts to Nina when we were just talking about Black China.
Nina has something to say about that.
It was amazing. I didn't even care at all about Black China's video because it was like very whatever.
That was kind of funny.
The car was nice, but they cut to Nina before they even say Black China. Then they cut to her again. It was just great.
She said, and P.S. the shade of them trying to make me look salty when they showed Black China for Shay when me and James were in the middle of a combo. I knew they were going to do that. LOL petty. Of course.
Well, yeah,
That's
definitely...
the most Nina comment I've ever heard.
So then we have Trinity's little interview moment. Her sugar daddy boy, Leo.
Well, first of all, it's not really.
It's not a sugar daddy.
It's just her like.
It's your boyfriend.
It was a joke from her.
Okay. Yes, but I just wanted to make sure that you didn't actually think he was really her sugar daddy.
I take everything that Trinity says as truth.
That man was far too like facially attractive to have money himself. No offense. Like, do you know what I mean though? Like,
yeah, I mean, he didn't seem like a sugar daddy. He didn't seem like wealthy.
Yeah, if he was wealthy, he would have like either like shaved his face or grown it out more. Like he's in a very in between stage with his like.
We have a lot of opinions about Leo. I also like that the way that she referred to meeting him was an adult gay dating app because they can't say Grindr.
Can I ask you? Do you think that it's because they can't say Grindr, or because it was like a lesser competitor and Grindr sponsored this and was like, no, don't say.
Maybe. Did they sponsor it?
I don't know, but I would not be surprised if they did.
So she like met him on Hornet or like
I mean, possible
Jack
or something.
Jack,
yeah,
Scruff.
She met him somewhere.
Girl.
I've never used any of those though.
Oh my god, there needs to be like a drag girl group that's named after all of the dating apps. So like one of them is
Tinder,
Scruff and the other one is Hornet. And
Tindura. That's terrible.
Tindura.
I don't like that.
Grinda.
What's the subscription one? Like
Grinda Extra.
That's a great drag name.
Ladies and gentlemen, please look at the stage.
Grinda Extra.
Bobby Moynihan.
Why?
Because he wrote that sketch.
Oh, he wrote it?
I'm guessing so.
Also because they couldn't get Chris Pine.
Yeah, probably not. But I'm guessing that he's probably actually a fan of the show.
Yeah, it seemed like he was more enthusiastic about that sketch than any of the others.
Yeah.
It was a kind of cringy sketch. I acknowledged
honestly,
that they...
Yeah, but it was good for visibility. So
Exactly.
I like
critique it.
too much, yeah.
I like that they're trying.
And Trinity liked it, and she was the subject, so that's really all that matters.
I love that Trinity was like, I will take all of them on in a lip sync. I thought that she, at that moment,
That's
I was
what I love
like,
about
you
her.
can do it.
Yeah.
Ross breaking down the tournament thing.
Oh yeah,
That was like, I already saw this online yesterday.
Right. I also didn't understand the icons that they used for. They were like these Just Dance icons that they were using for the queens
really
in
weird.
the little graph.
That was weird.
odd moments.
Also, Ross's weird little, like, he wet himself gag after that.
The judges really never have good moments on the finale, though. I'm thinking back to, like, when they would comment and they would have those really bad scripted lines.
Normally, they go back to them frequently, and this time, they only had one moment of Michelle saying how over Rue was, and then just Ross being the most cringy.
There were weird moments. That Michelle Visage moment was cringy, too, and she was like, what did she say? What was she yelling at RuPaul?
Like, yes, you
were better work. You better work. It was really weird.
There was that audience member behind her, like, side-eyeing her.
That's great.
We get into the lip sync moment. I already have a note that Pep's lip sync outfit, I initially thought, although there's something coming, I just was like, what, why?
It wasn't cute.
Yeah, it wasn't cute.
Not my fave.
Cute at all.
They spin the wheel, it lands on Trinity, and then another shocking moment is that Trinity gets to choose her partner, and then the other two are chosen by default, and so, like, there was one wheel spin. It wasn't, like, about to be a whole bunch of, what did you say, like, Rue the devil's wheel? Satan
at her wheel.
Satan at her wheel.
Gretchen at the spin.
And Trinity chose Peppermint because she wanted a fight. Shade to Charlie Hack.
Actually, if I can just like deconstruct this, I think that Trinity chose Peppermint specifically to make Shay and Sasha go against each other, because I think that was what this was all contrived to be.
I like to think the producers maybe were like, okay, if it lands on this person, then we'll have them choose.
I cannot imagine why Trinity would pick Peppermint.
Why so?
So you think they told her to?
I think so.
Do you think that wheel was rigged? I do not think so.
I don't think it was rigged. I don't know. Maybe they like asked them who they were going to pick, and then if they liked that pairing, they would just be like, yep, you can choose. And if they didn't, they'd be like, okay, well, we'll spin again.
Oh, yeah.
And now you two get to choose who of these you want to get.
All to get to, like,
keep going.
To Sasha and Shay. Yeah.
Somebody, I was out at a party last night, and somebody was convinced that the little boxes that the pit crew had like 2 compartments too. They were like, they picked the songs even, so like it depends if they were. Then they'd open this one, and I was like, this is not RuPaul's stage magic.
There's that meme of like the guy at the board with all the different strings connecting all the pictures, and it's like me trying to figure out the RuPaul's Drag Race finale. So the pit crew did have their moment with boxes.
They were there. They were
in their underwear,
visibly in underwear. Like, where has this been all season?
So we get into the first lip sync of the night. It is Trinity versus Peppermint, and they are doing "Stronger" by Britney Spears.
Okay. This is very important. So this is the second time in Drag Race history that this has been a lip sync song.
When was the first time?
In season 1, BB versus Angina.
Wow. Nice. I think
so, like,
I think the time has come for a repeat. I think 8 seasons
There's so
later,
many
we
songs
can
out there. This is an iconic enough song, though, that you can tell, like, oh my god, really? Again?
Well, I think the bigger issue that I had with it was that Trinity already lip synced to a Britney Spears song not long ago, and you mentioned Peppermint was Britney Spears in the Kardashian musical. So it's like, why?
It does seem that it was perhaps staged in that way, so I get what people. I think it was random.
I'm biased because I was really rooting for her, and I thought that Trinity had this in the bag.
Trinity killed it.
In the
like
bag.
she really.
Peppermint was doing like so much nothing for like 3/4 of this performance too. I preferred Trinity's choreography by far to the cheap value of this like double reveal of like the skirt and wig from Peppermint at the very end. And also on top of this, the real shady element is that the camera like pans away when Trinity does a somersault and almost falls off the stage. That was incredible, and you like barely can see it because the camera like made you like not see it. So
I have to rewatch. I didn't even catch that. I think the mistake Trinity made was that she did her reveal too early. I think that had she waited a little longer, maybe they both could have done their reveals at the same time or something like that, and then it might have been more even. But now that it's like these finale lip syncs, I think that it's all about the stunts. It's all about pulling out.
Really is. You need to have a lot of tricks.
Yeah. Peppermint's reveal I thought was really good.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I thought that it was definitely like a reveal that we haven't seen on the show before, like a complete wig and outfit.
Right,
reveal.
It was dynamic. The problem though is that the whole way to get there was awful. The first look was terrible. The first wig was terrible. You're just basically saying how much you liked the second look and how it looked in that 1 second of movement. Mm-hmm. For a reveal to be successful, the first look has to be good, and then you have the dynamic reveal into the second one. So if Pepper's first look was better, or even if she was doing some like traditional Peppermint dancing, traditional Peppermint dancing on her native people.
I still thought Trinity was going to win even after the
Right. I thought she won.
Trinity had won.
The sound cue, the camera work, the crowd reaction, like everything synced up in that reveal moment. It was like they wanted it to seem like that swayed it back in a way that was unexpected, and it was like you thought Trinity was winning, but Peppermint wins. Before they revealed the winner of this lip sync, Ru did the classic, and I'll address the winner after this break, which I hadn't felt that way since American Idol. That was giving me Ryan Seacrest elimination, like Thursday nights on Fox.
It does like harken back to a easier time. I think Trinity was the one who was really robbed this season. You know, a lot of people are saying that Shea was robbed of her crown, but I think that Trinity is the one who was actually really robbed because Trinity showed so much more of herself. She performed exceptionally well. She completely changed my opinion of her from the beginning of this process. And I think she just deserved to be in a straight up top 3, and she didn't deserve to go out like this because she actually sold a performance. Well, meanwhile, we are about to talk about Shea. I don't feel Shea was robbed because when this was her chance to like put up or shut up, and she just didn't.
I think Trinity's an amazing queen. I didn't love her from the beginning. I thought she was gonna go home really early.
I thought she was gonna go home second.
Yeah.
Wow.
That her entrance look was so shitty.
I feel like Trinity must have been so disappointed, and so just having to exit. I don't know, my heart fell for her.
It was actually really painful watching both of them.
Like have to exit.
Watching Shea,
walking into Ru's mouth. Lip sync 2, we've got Shea versus Sasha.
So emotional, which I have been saying should have been a lip sync song for years.
Let's talk about what Sasha was wearing from the beginning.
I think it was, I liked this, and I thought in an interesting way it was kind of a shout out, like a reference back to her cowboy look.
Or a shout out to Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, a little bit, but I just mean the shape, like the glove, like the color of the dress, and even the hair is very reminiscent of the style.
That hair was amazing. This is what you were saying about like a reveal should have a great first look and a great second.
Right.
Like if you were planning on taking it off the whole time, you could have just been like, I'm just gonna do an out of the bag, whatever.
There was just so much effort in this too, though, because if you think about it, the wig was flawless. I love this contrast between the different print in the dress and the shoe, and then the texture on the glove. Usually that sounds like so much, but it worked really well. And then holding the rose, even itself, is so dynamic. Before we get into like the actual like content of this performance, which was just fucking amazing.
Yeah,
the hair was like Venus, like Renaissance, like painterly Italian.
It was.
I love that she started holding the rose because it's clear that she really thought this through from the first moment to the last moment.
Yes, it was a performance.
Like it just all was so streamlined together, and then of course you've got the pedal reveals and the gloves. Everything was choreographed to the right moments of the song.
Perfect button, the perfect like.
Just amazing though. But that really like the crowning moment is when she lifts this wig and shakes the rose petals out.
How did they all fit in there? Like I don't know if it was like in netting, and because there were so many, they were like a lot.
The fact that she shook it makes me think that it was in so there's like a pocket under the wig. They cut to the audience and Aja gets up and like literally turns around and is like screaming to Kimura. It's great. Go watch it.
That sounds fantastic.
It's amazing.
Oh God, to be in that
Aja
house
gives such good reactions to everything. Even before that, Sasha's facial expressions when she lip syncs are just like so tight and exact and just like so emotive.
You've spoken in previous episodes about like dancing queens have an advantage when it comes to lip syncing in certain formats, but like this just goes to show that like specific interpretation of lyrics and just like emoting and connecting with the audience and being present can totally make up for all the dancing in the world, as we saw here with Shea, who was just like turning it out but didn't have any gags prepared.
She wasn't turning it out that much, really.
She was doing her shake the leg kind of,
but there wasn't very much emotion in the face.
What happened? Do you think she just really? I think she honestly just did not think I need to have a gag.
No, I agree. I think that she thought I'm the best dancer here. I'm gonna just dance the house down. And
I'm gonna dance the house down.
I don't know if they told them at all to be prepared with gags like this.
I imagine that it was probably tense backstage, them trying to conceal their various like tricks from each other.
I don't know if they even needed to from each other. I think that they did probably know each other's tricks, and that's why Shea was so low energy through the lip sync.
She knew
she was gonna lose.
Wow,
that's interesting.
She probably saw. I mean, they're all backstage. Probably saw Sasha like putting
this stuff.
Put in fucking roses in her fucking beautiful ass wig.
Oh my god. So we say goodbye to Shea Coulee.
Which is a weird feeling to see, right?
It was very surreal.
It was, yes, absolutely.
I was satisfied.
Yes, I have never really been a big Shea fan the whole season.
I loved Shea preseason, and I've become progressively just like less excited, and that's sad.
For me, it wasn't even a matter of like Shea personally as a queen. More so, it was just that the arc of the season would have been so predictable had she won.
Right.
And I was just happy to see some kind of surprise in the finale.
Yes.
We didn't really talk about Shea's lip sync outfit, but I mean, we were seeing the same wig for the second time, the little blue bob, and I just thought this was like.
I like this wig, so I wasn't mad about it. And it honestly, it was very Whitney Houston, like very so emotional. So I was kind of okay with that.
I thought it was a passable look. It wasn't like a finale lip sync look.
I was like, "Where's the reveal?
Where's
what is
the reveal?
other part?
Where is
the swimsuit that's inevitably under this fucking jacket?"
Not a reveal for this lip sync? Like, I really am captivated, but I'm like hung up on her knowing she was going to lose backstage.
I think she probably did when she saw Sasha preparing her stunts.
Oh, I also loved that Sasha like did a little burlesque move with the glove before she. There's so many layers to how much I've loved about this performance.
Yeah.
It's one to watch again and again.
I've probably watched it 20 times and I can't stop.
It's beautiful. Do you think that this format negated the whole season? I do not think so, but I'm
There are a lot of people who think that though. She had 4 wins and this.
Sasha was never in the bottom though.
And also Sasha should have.
And she had like 3 wins, right?
And she had only 2 and they were only paired with Shea, but she should have had like honestly 3 different separate solo wins, and then she and Shea should not have won one of their wins.
I am happy though that this format will dissuade people from trying to like calculate the math of the wins, because everybody has a different version. It's like, okay, well, Sasha was never in the bottom ever, so then that means she has like an extra win, sort of, or like they were team wins, so Shea only has 2 wins on her own, and Trinity has 3 wins on her own. That is one thing. Trinity wins the season. Like it's like you can't calculate it.
I would rather you pick a normal top 3. You go back to them doing a performance of their choice or a song that's written for them like before, and then Ru picks the top 2 of those to lip sync live for each other. That I think is the best combination of both of these.
Would they do 3 rounds of lip syncing, like 2 out of 3?
Well, they would each get a solo performance.
Okay.
Pick 2.
You know, like in the past, you know, they'd always each have a song like Fat Femination and Legs and whatever Bob's was, because it was forgettable as fuck. So they should.
I like to show off. I thought that was the best one.
Really, it's because they were going to.
They're always bad.
Do you know the story about this? Because they were going to write her purse first, and she had to be like, "Oh no, I'm dropping that as a single. You can't write me a purse first song." And so they came up with that as a second.
Okay, so before we get to the final lip sync moment, we have Bob the drag queen coming through in a Bibi Zahara Benet cosplay, and I was not a fan.
I didn't love it. I was disappointed.
I liked it.
Nice. Why?
Because I felt like she was actually doing drag, and a lot of the time Bob just seems like she's doing comedy and coincidentally
in a wig. Is wearing a wig and heels.
And so yeah, it was. I'm gonna judge her on the Michelle Visage sliding scale of drag.
Final lip sync.
First of all, just her walking to that stage in this white look with this.
That was high fashion.
Mask, It reminded me a lot of like science fiction. Like it was very like Ridley Scott or like kind of like Dune.
Masks have played an interesting role in this season, and so like to have that.
I thought that was such a good dig. At Valentina.
A good dig, yeah.
Well, the fact too, because like immediately she takes off just the mount.
Yes.
I love those boots, by the way, too. That she was spinning. You saw this like I think it was like an open toe, but like a tall heeled platform boot.
I didn't see.
It's white and it's thin, really thin heel. I really like those boots.
So did she fall? Did those boots make her fall?
Oh
no! She like dropped to the stage.
Yeah. Okay, that was intentional.
It was like
the editing kind of made it look like
it kind of did, and it's because Peppermint walked right in front of her. It was too, so like it was very hard to see, but it was purposeful.
I love for this finale lip sync that they are also entering down the aisles. Yes. It made it feel very like this is the moment. They do the downstage cross with Ru, which all 3 of them did, and I haven't mentioned yet. But like the teleportation moment where Ru magically goes from the stage to like being seated in the audience and is like in front of a bunch of people.
When it sucks to sit behind RuPaul.
Exactly. Oh my god! You're like, hey guys, I got front row tickets to tonight, and you're like right in the middle. Oh.
And there's a 7-foot tall Glamazon.
But she's also like up 5 feet.
Up 5 feet.
So like, you literally can't see anything.
Peppermint's look for this, it wasn't. I felt like
it was good.
It was like
Very
if
good.
her unicorn look became like a sexy unicorn, became a sexy bird, became her outfit.
I think it was just like a fabulous bird lady.
It was a fabulous look.
The second the song started, I was like, Sasha won this.
Yes,
She had so much command and just, you know, another really thought out reveal. Her interpretation of the song had like many layers. The way that she starts the second verse and she's like almost crying and like, oh my God, it's just the perfect balance of like heartbroken, angry, and then like kind of like flirty and sexy and empowered. I was, oh my God.
I think this is exactly why Sasha is probably one of the most talented, emotive performers that the show has ever really had. Is that she has this mask on and it's just her lips, and she's still able to convey such like depth and nuance.
I love the command that she had over the dress portion.
Yes.
Oh my God, the way that she would throw it, like, oh my God.
The way that her mask just cracked and like there was her head, her beautiful bald head. That's like her thing.
The face crack of the century, literally.
The one qualm I have about this lip sync, because it was really amazing, is that right when they get to the apex of the song, when you make it they cut away from
To the
both of them
audience,
to the
yeah.
audience. Like, what the fuck? Have you heard this song ever in your life?
How did we feel about Peppermint's interpretation of the song, though? I don't think that Peppermint was bad.
It wasn't bad, but I can't even watch her when I like rewatch this video. My eyes are on Sasha the entire time.
That's fair.
I like literally cannot look at Peppermint except when the camera is only on her.
My favorite thing about watching Peppermint lip sync is that she exudes like such confidence. She knew the song really well. She had her own interpretation of it.
It's a hard song to lip sync to, also, if we can just be honest.
Rhythmically, there are a lot of like ad-lib moments. 2 Whitney songs on the finale.
Yeah.
2 Whitney songs.
Really good finale, right? Like overall, like
People are mad because it has like an element of like Deus Ex Machina to it, right? You know, but this is who should have won the season.
Yes.
And she did win. And so I think that maybe if they had made their mind up when they were editing the actual show that they wanted Sasha to win, they could have produced an edit that would have made people feel better about this happening. But to anyone who's out there still pissed or like, I can't believe they're flipping the table, just go back and watch those 3 lip syncs.
Right.
Like, don't even tell me.
2 lip sync.
No, all 3, because it's very important to watch the one that Sasha wasn't in as well.
Oh.
Because this really demonstrates to you no one there approached the level of like skill and talent and performance that she showed.
I think that what set Sasha apart was that she came prepared. Like, this was a theatrical performance. Everything was very, you know, calculated, which...
rehearsed.
Yeah, exactly. It was rehearsed, which normally I think in a traditional drag setting may take away from, like, you know, your everyday drag queen. But when it is on this platform of, like, the RuPaul's Drag Race finale in a theater, that definitely worked to her advantage.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show that the person who wins this really knows how to play the game of Drag Race.
who would have thought Peppermint would be the runner-up?
Do we count them as like 4th,
Nah,
3rd?
nah.
They're all the top. Like,
No,
I don't think of Trinity
I
as
think they
4th
counted
place.
Trinity and Shay as pair 4th place and Peppermint as 2nd, and I don't think it's right. It's not
But
right,
it's okay.
You still have to make it.
I'm gonna make it anyway.
So that's it for season 9, and yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good season.
I thought it was a great season.
It definitely took a second to ramp up for me, or
Same.
there was like a dip in the middle, maybe. I don't know.
There was drama. There was
not drama. That was
drama.
That was exactly the problem.
Maskate shook. My wig is still gone. I
Okay,
can't find
but
it still.
that's like meta drama.
Not like drama within the
Drama,
cast.
mama. We had injuries. We had
injuries. We had heartbreak.
We had masks. We had little witches' hats. We
What the fuck was that?
We had disappointing lip syncs. We had other disappointing
We had
lip
Alexis
syncs.
Michelle all season
all
for some reason.
season long for no reason.
So,
But you know what? No one can do Alexis Michelle like Alexis Michelle does Alexis Michelle.
Here, can I just offer this as a future production tip? Next time when you pick a villain who everyone hates and she sucks and we don't want her on the show, keep her around for a while, eliminate her, then bring her back and then eliminate her, and then bring her back again and then eliminate her
And then
again.
crown her the winner.
Do that, because that way then we can just put like a bunch of asterisks next to this Alexis Michelle person's name and say, you're not really 5th.
right, exactly.
We just keep bringing you back to the show because you stir shit.
Hey, Davida Loca season 5? I mean season 10?
Season
10.
5.
Davida Loca season 10?
I'll travel back in time.
Imagine anything more terrifying than being on Drag Race.
I would.
I can't imagine anything more terrifying.
Tightrope walking over like a giant...
Going
Over
to
like a
war.
Going to war,
Going to
like
war.
changing your whole life.
Being pregnant.
So anyway, let us know what y'all thought of this finale episode, of the entire season, your future predictions, whatever it is. If you agree with us, if you disagree with us, let us know. And also, now that the season is over, if you guys have any shows that you think should be reviewed on this channel, feel free to suggest them. And yeah, I don't know. You guys have anything else to say?
No, that was super fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm so glad that Drag Race could bring us all together. It's been fun to have you both on the channel. I'm sure that they'll both be back in future videos. Other than that, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. All right, bye.
There's my heart, oh, oh, there's my heart, oh, oh. Now everybody seems to be just fine, circling a line, but I just want somebody to call mine, a little romantic with candles on the side, hearing you giggle, heavily breathe down your spine. Now I've gone through the chapters, the pages, and the scenes, but nobody ever completing this thing.